This is Kerry Stellar from In the Girls Corner and MMA UK, and I'm here with Jennie Nedell, and we're going to talk about her fight coming up at Glory 43 at the theater at Madison Square Garden. Congratulations!
Thank you very much. I'm excited.
I am excited to see you. Is this your first fight for Glory?
No, I fought for them in Jersey. I think it was Glory 33.
Now, is this your first time fighting at the Garden? Because I know there's been a couple, kickboxing fights and stuff there. Is this your first time there?
First time.
Are you really excited?
It's a big deal. I never thought I would become pro, let alone be at Madison Square Garden, so this is huge.
Now, this is, really, it doesn't get bigger. That's as close to your hometown as you can get. Because you're from New York.
Right. It's a train right away, so one less thing to worry about. No traffic. I'm good. Except for the summer damn schedules.
I heard they have some kind of summer shakeup going on with that.
Started yesterday. Couldn't have waited a week.
I have to make sure that I get in on time, get everything going.
Especially me, because I have to be there for a specific time. Otherwise, they don't give a shit.
They don't care. No. And that's it.
Oh, can I say shit?
Yeah, you can say whatever you... Oh, no, I'm all about cursing. Say whatever you want. Like, I want a conversation more than...
Right. No, I get it.
Now, I saw that you started fighting in about 2003.
Right.
When did you go pro?
2014.
I saw you had a pro fight before then.
Before 2014.
Or did you fight on a pro card? It was like a pro-am, because I saw there was a pro and it was in earlier, and then you went back to amateur for a little bit.
Yeah, Neglias is always pro and amateur at the Capitale. And a good friend of mine, Kim Couture, you know Kim Couture? Mm-hmm. Really good friend of mine, offered me, I was actually going to fight her in Vegas. We were just going to put on a show because we're close.
Why not?
Why not? She wanted to fight, I wanted to fight. The commission in Vegas is a little different, so she couldn't fight. I ended up fighting, and that was my pro debut.
Nice.
So what better way, Vegas pro debut?
That's huge.
It's huge. So,
now, how long have you been pro?
Since 2014, that was my first fight.
Yep. And you've been fighting. Now, how long were you training before you even started competing? Because 2003, that's a long time.
Yeah,
You've been fighting forever.
Well, I started training in 2001, just to lose weight. Then fell in love with the sport and got a call from Neglia to the first gym I worked at, and they needed somebody for a last-minute fight within 3 weeks. I had to lose 30 pounds because I was a pork chop. It was bad. It was pretty ugly. And I did it, and I fell in love with it. I mean, it was horrible. It looked like a typical girl street fight. We were just swinging. I remember my best friend and I, we both were in the bathroom throwing up right before because we saw her and her trainer. Her trainer looked like from the movie Kickboxer. No hair, just a long braided ponytail. Her boyfriend had a pick in his head, and I was like, what the hell did I sign up for? I'm going to die.
What am I
It's at the Vanderbilt. There's bikers everywhere, about 3,000 people in attendance. I was like, and I was the first fight. And she comes out to Rocky. I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I'm out. No, I mean, I made it through, and then they signed me up for another fight, which was in July. I fought that. Did so much better than my first, and then I lost my dad in September 11th, so I took off for a couple of years, just kind of drank and did stupid things, act like a jerk off, and then I came back.
I think we all have those moments.
I needed it, though, because I always played, like, up in high school and stuff, so I was always the 15-year-old hanging out with people that were 21, 22, so I would sneak out, I would jump out of my windows, I would just think I was their age, so, thank God I got that out of my system.
How amazing. And you're in a perfect time for martial arts, kickboxing, Muay Thai, everything. Mixed martial arts is huge with women right now. How great does it feel to you pretty much were in the pioneer era when it was really coming into its inception, when girls were starting to really get into it.
Yep.
How does it feel to see it grow so much?
It's better now because, now my sparring, I spar one of my best friends, Heather Hardy,
Love her.
There's no one better. I got Sarah, I got Mia, who's going to start crushing people soon. I have such a big pool of people to work with now, where before, my sparring partners were guys. They either treated you like this dainty flower that they can't hit you, or if you caught them, it was an ego thing, and they'd try to take your face off. So I had a couple of broken noses from that, but well worth it, so it's okay.
And you're really marketable. I mean, the tattoos, your look in general. So I could definitely see you, and I'm going to segue and ask this.
Okay.
I could see you going into mixed martial arts and getting into the cage.
If Ray would let me take at least one before I hang up my gloves, I would love to. What's the worst that can happen?
Nothing.
I've lost before.
Yeah.
So I can get hurt. So I could also hurt somebody. So
you could get hurt walking down the street. arguably. So
I've fallen out of my bed before, so I mean, there's worse things that can happen. No, but I would like to just as like a bucket list. Why not?
why not? I would love to see that because I saw you did Muay Thai and I saw you kickboxing and I know you train with some of the best athletes, some of the best fighters in the world. Chris Weidman, Ray Lago's your coach. You have Heather Hardy. I mean, you really do train with some amazing people.
I'm very lucky here. Very lucky. I mean, we have top wrestling. We have Franco here that does the wrestling, and the kids that come from all over just to wrestle with him. So I have everything I need right here if I wanted to. So
how great is it coaching? Because I know you coach and you teach.
I love it.
Do you feel like that plays somewhat of a role? Like
it's
also
way
helping
easier.
You and
honestly, I think since Ray kind of threw the kids program at me, he just said, "Hey, so and so didn't show up. You're gonna teach," and I was like, "Oh, wait, what?" So I can't curse. I can't do. Okay, I can do this. But it actually shows you how, like, what you need to do, and actually, I almost feel like it helped me with my technique and my skill because I say, "Wait, they're doing that, but oh crap, I do the same thing. I should be quiet and work on that myself." But it's way easier getting punched in the face though than watching these guys get in the ring. I hate it.
I can imagine. They're like your brothers.
I hate it.
Someone must be like, I don't want to see it. Like a train wreck.
Did you see that big black guy when you walked in?
Yeah.
He's like the brother. I swear, my mom even calls him her son. He does MMA. He just turned pro. His first fight was a knockout. And I know he can kill anybody. He could probably lift that cage by himself, but it's just you want to be in there protecting them.
Absolutely, and that's another thing. You work for the county. I know that you are a trainer of EMTs, emergency fire and medical. Does that help a lot in general? With like if you're there and there's something that you can assess, if something happens.
I guess so. I guess it makes me feel a little bit stronger, like being around these other guys that I see that will just jump on. The phone call comes, you're out, you go, and I watch these guys. I mean, my boss, he was in a helicopter before that. He was for Suffolk PD. He was in the helicopter field. So, I mean, the stuff that this man knows and does, and just being around people like him, like Ray, I mean, you're a product of your environment, so it's awesome.
Now, I've read, I actually went to look up your record, and it was just tons of interviews, tons of press work. So I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of cool, but like, I just wanted to see what you've done, you know, because I've seen your social media. You're awesome. You have a great Facebook. Now, you're a very inspirational person. I know that people draw a lot of inspiration from you. What inspires you to fight at the level you do? Because it's got to be a little tough fighting, you know, at the best level with pros and everybody.
Now I just got that whole stomach drop. No, I'm just kidding. I guess it's different. I mean, I have such a... my trainer, Ray, he always told me that it's better to have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. And I am surrounded by the best people, so I get my motivation day in and day out from my mom, from my sister, from my girlfriend. I mean, it's endless. Ray, I mean, you just met Steve Maraboli. That's what he does for a living. He inspires me. I work out with him, so the kids inspire me, my friends, it's endless.
How is it training here at Longo and Weidman MMA? I mean, this is arguably one of the biggest gyms in New York. Does it get a little, I mean, I'm sure it's not overwhelming. You've been here for a while. But sometimes you take a look back and you're like, I can't believe I'm in here with these guys.
You know what it is? Because they're also down to earth, that you don't get that. Like, somebody from the outside that doesn't know Weidman, doesn't know Aljo or Al, like, they'd be like, oh, God, I don't want to go in there with those egos. There's no egos. And it all stems from the top, because Ray doesn't have an ego. He's the most, like, you'll see, he'll come in here, he'll probably have a coffee in his hand, he just woke up. You know what I mean? He's just so laid back, and that's it.
That's awesome. I mean, you want to have that. You want to come in here and feel as comfortable as you can because you're here every day.
And they know you. He knows if I'm coming, he goes, oh, you're off today. You're not doing good. I'm like, no, this happened, It's just, we're a family here. It really is. I know everyone says that about their gym, but we're one big family. We fight like family, but we got each other's back like family.
I love that. I love that. Now I have to ask you, because we were talking about being foodies and we love food. How intense does your fight camp get leading up to a fight as opposed to just regular training? Because I know there's, you train and you can kind of be a little bit lax. And I know if you got to take down a little bit from, loving the pizza and stuff for the cookies, because I know I do. How crazy does that get?
It gets crazy, but then you think about, like, this week. I'm so thankful that I followed my regimen, my diet, so I'm not killing myself to get on the scale. I never want to be that fighter that gets on the scale. Like, it's your job. You're a pro. I mean, granted, I have another job, but you have one thing to worry about. Get ready for the fight and lose weight. Don't act like a jerk-off in between. Like, I'm not as lucky Idiot. I'm not as lucky as Aljo that gets to eat Skittles and Snickers and get on the scale and be fine. Like, I'm 38 years old. I'm a woman.
We're the same age.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have our monthly friend that's really not
tougher.
friendly, which makes life even harder. So, I mean, my mom's great. She food preps for me. She said, as long as you don't do anything stupid with diet pills and all this, I will always cook for you.
I
So,
love it.
no fats, no oils, just broccoli rabe and protein. I'm good.
That's great. That is great. Now, how do you, I mean, you're here all the time, you train a lot. How do you find time for a normal life, whatever a normal life is? I mean, I know you just said that you have a girlfriend. How do you find time to balance training and your relationships and personal life and work?
Like I said, I'm super lucky that everyone around me knows how much this means to me, knows what I give to the gym and what this program means to me. So I do find downtime. I mean, it's not a lot. I usually spend my Saturday and Sunday nights with Ray working out. But I find my time. I make it work in between. You know, camp anywhere is 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm always working out anyway. Because, again, I'm older, so I got to keep up with these young kids. They can't slack. I find time, though. And I'm lucky I have very understanding people in my life.
That is, I mean, you have to have a team of people around you because it does take, I mean, a team of fighters to all work together.
Absolutely.
I hear that a lot. You know, I hear about people's fight teams and all that. And what is that like? I mean, I know you said you have a big family, and
my family gets it to a point, but they also get it to the point where they need to back up and not like be like, "What's going on? Like, how's your weight?" Like that. Everyone here knows. Okay, she's on weight. She looks a little cranky. We're gonna leave her alone today. Like everyone gets it, but you know, I have like Heather. I have little Jess over at Rebel. They'll text me, message me, "Hey, what's the weight?" Or just send me like a funny thing. Like Heather, I gotta tell you, she is one of the funniest people I've ever met. Like honestly, she'll just send me the most random thing during the day, and I'll be back on track again. So it's those fighters that get it and get you that just snaps you right out, and you're fine. Like Hire, you just saw him dancing by like an idiot. He knows I'm cutting weight, but these guys love me, and I love them, and they'll do anything to help me. Franco took me for a massage yesterday. I mean, you can't get better than here. You can't.
That is great. And, you know, that's a really great message to tell, you know, up-and-comers that might want to get into the sport and don't know, you know, of a great gym that is family-like and has a multitude of, you know, different fighters and men and women and stuff. So it's really great that you give them a plug like that. I love that.
You have to. Because, you know, they're so like we were talking before, there's so many gyms popping up everywhere, but there's also those schmucks that shouldn't be running gyms, that are running gyms, that are teaching this one, like, throw this way. Yeah, no. You know what I mean? So I'm lucky. I mean, I've been there, but I found my way here, so it's good.
Well, I know you have fight week, so I don't want to keep you too long. What can everybody expect from Jennie Nedell in the future?
Everyone thinks I should probably stop soon because of my age or whatever. But when my body tells me I'm done, I'm done. I mean, I keep getting better because I'm starting to understand the sport now, where in the beginning I was just a fighter. I would just throw caution to the wind and just fight. Now I get it. Like, oh, move your head this way. Just because you can take a punch, don't. Like, you know, so I'm going to keep going. We'll keep going.
Love it. I
Keep
love
going
it.
until my body tells me to stop.
And I'm going to be, like, shouting your fights out all over the place.
Do it.
And on that note, how can everybody find you?
I'm on Facebook, regular Jennie Nedell, or Kung Fu Jenda on Instagram, and I'm starting to work on Twitter. It's just not enough hours in the day.
I got you. I'll help you.
All right, cool.
That's my thing.
All right, cool. I'm down with that.
Who do you want to thank? Family, sponsors, trainers?
Oh, man, there's
Give me the
so
laundry
many.
list.
And I haven't had a carb in so long, so
If
I don't
she
want to...
forgets, don't get mad, guys.
Obviously, Ray, Franco, Weidman, everybody here at the gym. My big black, couldn't do without you. Pollyanna, of course. She's the best. Matt Cully, Battle Scar Management. Oh, my God, there's so many. All my fight team, everybody. Sarah, Mia, Heather. It's endless.
Well, Jennie, I wanted to thank you so much, and I would love to do a post-fight interview.
Of course.
And guys, definitely give Jennie a follow. Keep up with her fights. She's an awesome chick. And come check out Longo and Weidman, Law MMA.
Come on down. Join the team. Let's go.
Jennie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're
It's
awesome.
a pleasure.
Looking forward to Friday.
Let's go.
Yeah.